Yes, a very beautiful afternoon, and welcome to another refreshing and thought provoking edition of Real Talks with Floxy on iPower 102.7 FM. On the show, we dive into real issues, real life issues from relationships to personal struggles, societal pressure, and of course, to those silent battles many people fight behind closed doors. Nothing is off the table because your story, your voice, and your truth matters. So, whether you're listening from the comfort of your homes or in traffic or just taking a break from a busy day, stay with us because today's conversations might just be the perspective you need. I am Florence E. Barima, and of course, on today's episode, I have with me.
Iniolua Adekoya, I'm glad to be on the program today, and I can't wait for the exciting issue we're going to tackle on this program.
It's really, am I going to say it's exciting?
It's
But
exciting.
regardless, Sha, thank you always for always coming on the program like this.
So, thank you
Yes,
having
for
me.
those just joining, the program is Real Talks with Fluxy on your darling station, iPower 102.7 FM. Yes, we come real. We bring honest, unfiltered, deep related matters. And today is no different because it's about to be a roller coaster of emotions. Yes, I have a story coming to me from a woman. And she said, I have been married for just 1 year. Emphasis on just. But it feels like a lifetime of troubles. My husband is cursing me. So many problems because so many problems. Before we got married, we dated for 2 years and he has always complained that and said people hated him for no reason. I believed him and defended him and even turned against all our neighbors thinking he was right. But I was so wrong. In just a year of the marriage, I have seen his true colors. My husband is a big gossip. He listens to things on one side and tells stories on the other. He turns people against each other. Each day, every day, neighbors come to complain about him. Just the other day, my neighbor busted into our room furious because my husband said she had had 5 abortions in her youth and that was why she can't get pregnant now. He also said another neighbor's wife is cheating on her husband with a mechanic in the area. It escalated into a huge problem and took forever to resolve. My husband spends all his time poking around other people's lives and spreading rumors. I recently learned that everyone in our neighborhood knows my history. My life is an open book. My husband has shared everything about me. We have moved 3 times in just 1 year. We have been in this our neighborhood for just 4 months, and everyone knows my secrets. He even told the local butcher that I am cheating on him with a shoemaker who can't even walk. I am tired. This is too much. I am so ashamed of my husband. People look at me in a strange way because of him. At first, we would gossip together. I thought it was love. But now that I see who he really is, I have stopped sharing anything with him. He even told my sister that I said she had 2 abortions. Is is that how we treat families? He is destroying his own family and may do same to mine. I haven't spoken with him for 2 weeks since he shared with the neighbors since he shared with the neighborhood that I bleached my skin and my natural skin is dark. Truth is, I am actually light skinned. Oh my God, I am tired. I need some advice on how to deal with my husband who can't stop gossiping. Hmm. Okay, we're not laughing. But seriously, I'm also tired. Yes, the program is still Real Talks with Floxy, and we have a story. We have a story of a woman lamenting about how much of a gossip her husband can be. Yes, he talks about everything and everyone. He's so very comfortable talking about everybody. Like if I'm talking about his own wife to people that cares to listen, she has said different things, ranging from the fact that he gossiped about how a woman had 5 abortions and why she can't conceive in a present marriage. Talking about how the neighbor next door is cheating on her husband with a mechanic. Talking about how herself is cheated with a local butcher man and all of that. So yes, now she's asking, how can she deal with the husband who cannot stop gossiping? Yes, for those just joining, the program is Real Talks with Floxy on iPower 102.7 FM. Yes, the studio line is 08165524699. What do you think the woman should do? How does she, you know, punish, or how does she stop her husband who can't stop gossiping from gossiping? What should she do? What can she do differently? Ini?
Ah. I, like this is the first time that we will read a story on the program, and I would be
Speechless.
like I would not know what to say, because she said when they used to date, they used to do it together. So at
I think everyone actually gossips.
yeah.
It only becomes like threatening when you don't know when to stop.
Well, it's like the man doesn't know when to stop now, and at a particular point in time, I don't know what she would do to say, okay, oh, but boy, what? I feel like sitting down and having a conversation.
He
would be
said
a
they've not spoken in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because the man said, my wife is bleaching. She used to be dark skinned. Who
Imagine,
even talks
I
about?
don't understand. The littlest things that are supposed to be kept secret are open. So even if we sit him down and have a conversation, how are we sure it will not, the shoemaker next door will not know tomorrow morning?
Okay, now I don't know how to come in, but should it be a big deal that partners gossip? Because I'm sure she said they dated for 2 years, and in that 2 years they've been doing this, normal gossip, man and wife, man and boyfriend, girlfriend gist and all of that, and it's always very interesting because she said she called it love until very recently.
It's always interesting, and naturally couples gossip. It's fresh gist every day. I want to tell you something because I want to confirm. I want to tell you something that happened. So naturally they would gossip, but when at a particular point in time you notice that you can share gossip, what you gossip low when it is getting out, because his gossip is causing issues. So at a particular point in time when they were dating, there must have been something he did that would have shown that this one
she said from the beginning that this one said everyone hated him, and because she was in love, he's my man. She fought all the neighbors, everyone that cares to be fought, just to show her solidarity to the husband. So now
that one concept should have been the reddest flag.
How can everybody hate
how can
you?
everybody hate a particular person? How? Like, she should have asked questions, but instead of asking questions, instead of opening her eye, they say love is blind, but marriage is the eye opener. At a particular point in time, okay, I understand that you were in love, but there were obvious red flags. Your husband told you that everybody hates him, and you see that everybody is actually against him. I feel like at that particular point in time, you should have found out, why do everybody not like this man? And if you could not even take time to find out, or the first thing you did was this neighbor is trying to do with my husband, fight with this one, I'll give it this one, I'll give it that one. I feel like, sister, you just started.
Let's just go straight to what she wants. She's asking for an advice on how to. I need to stop. I need to how to. That's why she used the word. I want to deal. So please, if you're listening to us, on the program is 08165524699. What can she do? How do she stop her gossiping husband from gossiping? Because they've moved to the 4th apartment in 1 year. And it's funny because now it's the man doing it.
Yeah.
Usually we're like, okay, we're okay with saying women actually gossip, we gossip
Yeah,
for
we
it.
do it.
But
and
now,
it's fun
imagine you moving to the fourth apartment, fourth house.
because a man cannot close his
In
mouth.
1 year, and even the fourth house now,
There's still
everyone
trouble.
seems as though they have your news at their palm. So now, what do you think? How will she deal with the man? Let's just quickly run through the comments we have here before we, give our own take. And of course, entertain calls is 08165524699. What should be done to deal with a man, with a husband that can't stop gossiping? Yes, I have this one coming from Unkel. She says, I know of a husband who gossiped with his wife and told on his wife in front, wow, and told on his wife in front of her. You know what that means?
I know that she was there and he was doing it.
No, they gossiped together. Probably when the matter came to the face of who has the talk, he just removed himself. He told on the wife.
Bro, you marry a lot.
No,
marry a lot of...
no, bro, it's sis now.
Like sis,
because okay, we gossip together. The person now heard. Just me, say no.
Oh no! That's so my God.
Problem in the finish tissue. Yes, also this one coming from Precious. Precious is saying, if you separate from him now, it will say you went to be with your lover now. Wow. Mama Tata herself. That's true, because if she leaves now,
yeah, there'll be news all around.
Sis is already saying that she's
cheating with the man that can't walk. Like this one is much more than rapper tied or anything. Because if she says, okay, fine, what is soon me, let me take 2 steps back, it's wala. If she stays, it's wala. So
let's just continue reading comments.
Okay.
Undo is saying that my sincere humble suggestion is, since gossiping has been in his bloodstream, and we are in the century of which one can make huge money in well arranged foolish acts. He can make huge money by organizing an association of gossipers. Instead of wasting his talent, you will be seeing your neighbor jubilating and applauding for him.
Did this person mean to be sarcastic? Because
I don't think it's from the point of sarcasm, because we're actually in the content creating era. But how is he going to create content?
Verse those
Now, this is money matter.
Okay, I understand that it is money matter and content creation, but this one,
the one that is going to tell this person.
Okay.
He will just bring his phone, set ring light like this. Akoko say to the world
that
so at least we now are not privy to the information. We can laugh.
Okay.
So but I don't know how it's going to end, because I don't want to know how it's going to end. I don't know. So yes, we still have comments coming, and this one is from Kendi. Kendi is saying maybe he does not have work. That is what is going on, because he's supposed to be tired after the day's work. Pray for him.
That's another angle though.
Okay, what if it's just a thing that is now his lifestyle?
I feel like it has already become.
So even when he has work, even when he's at work, he will still tell the GM about the ordinary person, and ordinary person will tell there's just something. Okay, now.
He seems more like a spiritual problem.
Could he really, for a man?
We look at it, it seems not natural.
All of those things don't just happen.
Yeah.
It could be like a house that maybe he has like 5 siblings that happens to be girls, and he's just there, and they keep bringing gist, and at some point he doesn't know when to separate reality from storytelling. And stylishly it became an habit.
Okay.
And now he has grown into a matured man, and he does not know when to stop. I'm reading a comment. Maybe he's a madman.
I saw it.
Oh my God, Precious, that's not fair. How can he be a madman? No. Okay, can it be traced to psychological? Because My
Ah,
God.
I don't know anything like to some certain extent. Some people might have thought that okay, this one would I people normal because it is on our normalcy.
Because
A
okay,
person
fine.
that talks like that,
Okay, it's okay to when you gossip about others
okay,
to your partner. We call it gist, abi. What happened
obviously,
when you are gossiping your wife
so what does
to others, and even your wife's sister?
it looks like a share here, but I don't want to. It
There's
doesn't
no
look.
backing for share, is there?
That's the thing. We cannot explain it because it doesn't look normal.
Hmm.
Naturally, if it were a woman, they would say, "I want to judge you, kiniko." But he's somebody that is supposed to be. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay. Now let's try now. Okay, let me read this very long one. It says, "I thought my life was a movie until I got this one man who gossip about me. Wow. I asked the man to confirm from his number and I that I am married would trust me to take tablestone and this
Marry
is.
before you marry. If it's my,
Do you understand what the write up is about?
I feel like she's trying to tell a part of the story. Like she had somebody like that who
Okay.
gossiped,
Okay.
and it didn't end well.
Okay. Now this is saying I'm already imagining that the man walks so fast.
Yeah, that would goes to.
Because okay, now let's go straight to what she wants. If even in the comments, I think I saw one comment that says pray for him, just be patient.
Patient bombard.
Ah, okay, it is well. Now, what do we do? She needs to deal with this man. Then, how do we deal with this man? Is 0816552469. How do you stop a man? How do you deal with a husband whose habits or whose daily life now centers around gossiping about you, the wife, about the neighbors, in fact, jamming heads because he will hear from you. I will not even care to verify, but will start spreading that one he has heard. So, how do you think the wife can deal with the husband because he has a gossiping habit? In a very quickly,
I
how do
feel
you
like
what?
let me just say this though. At a particular point in time, this suggestion I'm just given, I feel like she should create a scenario that will teach him a lesson.
Okay, you can just explain for me.
Something that he would do to her or somebody, and the police will just come and carry him and one or two, because I feel like if he doesn't learn a brutal lesson, he will not stop.
Hmm.
That would be a very good
And do
angle.
you think if she actually goes down that route and the later point fingers to her, what happens to the marriage?
Now, that is a topic.
Mm.
Because
Because mm,
either she just leaves it and lets him continue.
she can't leave it.
That's the thing.
It's just 1 year and they're in the fourth house already, so
That's
she
it.
can't
It
leave it.
it will it will it will it the marriage will end up getting destroyed. So I feel like it's either she takes everything and lays it at the feet of God, or she takes
Mm-mm.
action.
You know, one thing I always say is that you leave what God fights what cannot be fought,
Mm-hmm.
but you fight what you can fight.
Exactly.
Now this is a bad habit he is that is now a baraku, what is now his lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, she didn't say if they have kids. Okay, 1 year maybe they don't have kids yet. Now the next line of action should is for her to ensure that even the child, if she wants to stay back in the marriage, doesn't actually
Take that.
that character.
Hmm.
So now dealing with the man, I don't know what you're going to do, but I don't think prayer is going to work.
Maybe living would work.
Leaving might not work because they say you don't leave a good man for a few faults. Is this a few faults?
This is a major fault, sister. It's not few. It's
Okay,
crazy.
okay. Now what do you, because she needs our solution.
Candid advice.
Yes, she needs our take. So what do you think we can do as per giving advice when it comes to dealing with a man?
Well, I feel like in that situation, I feel like there is nothing. Our hands are actually tied.
Tight, yeah.
And I feel like if she tries anything, it will backfire.
Okay.
So I would advise that she just if they don't have a child, I'd advise that she take 2 steps back, or she take him to an elder in the marriage, somebody they look up to in the marriage, to talk sense into his head, because I feel like that would be a better option.
Hmm.
because that is if they have someone they look up to, maybe their uncle or their older aunt, talk sense to him that, bros, what you are doing doesn't make any sense. And I feel like if that will work, then we can go with that. But if it doesn't work, please, sister, for your own sanity, because it will not be good if he says something somewhere and you are at the receiving end.
Hmm.
I feel like she should take
She has
it
always she's already getting a fair share.
yeah, when it gets physical,
even
it will get worse.
okay,
He says something to somebody and the person brings thugs, an example, brings thugs, and they can't find him at home. Who will they meet?
That's
So,
true. That's very
so
true.
I feel like she should just take 2 steps back.
Okay. Yes, welcome back. The program is still Real Talks with Floxy on your darling station IPA 102.7 FM. And this beautiful afternoon, I have with me in Neolua Adekoya, our own very sport diva. Yes, talking about the woman who is asking for our own opinion on how to deal with her husband, a gossip. Yes, and of course, Ini had said that if there is anyone he reference in the family, like an elder person or elderly person, the wife should do well to reach out to such people so they could actually talk some senses into him. And if he's a kind that doesn't listen to people, maybe for our mental health, because I don't think they can actually progress. Imagine walking around the community and you are like,
yeah, you are
this
signal
person
of
has,
all eyes.
this person has
Everybody's looking
said
at
something
you.
about me, because
Right.
you know people actually have a way
Yeah,
of looking like
that
looking.
you would know that this one is
So yes, if that kind of a thing is not, if there's no if there's no elder figure, or yes, another figure in the family you can talk to, we would advise you to just observe from behind the scenes, because at the end of the day, you're very important, and your sanity and mental health is 100 for us.
Yeah.
Problem in all the finish. Make you try to enjoy. Wahala in all the
Yes, many thanks to everyone that has worked and, of course, sent in their comments and reactions regarding the story read this beautiful afternoon on Real Talks with Floxy. Until we come your way again, same time, same station, IPA 102.7 FM. Yes, we implore you to please, love yourself. And of course, when you have things bothering you, do well to share with somebody. You can also reach us on the program. I will drop my personal line 09030217785. In case you want to share with us your story, you want us to share it to the general public, to give you one or two advice as regarding what is bothering you, 09030217785. And until we come your way again, same time, same station, my name is Florence E. Barima, and with me on this ride was
Iniolua Adekoya.
Thank you very much for listening to the program. Have a beautiful afternoon.
Bye.
finish.